before the video actually starts, if you defend Omogonix, please watch the end of the video. And if you still do at the end, then please listen to my message. Alright. I hate to make videos like these. I never wanted to make a drama video in my life, but instead of reaching out the story to other YouTubers to see if they can make a video instead of me, I decided I will do it. Because I don't want other people to make a drama video and censor most of the stuff that he did so they can make money and not care about the victims at all. This video is a big summary of the document. And if you don't want me to summarize it, then I highly recommend you read the document. Because this video is like, I'm guessing, will be around 10 minutes. But I suggest reading the document because this is a summary and not the full things he's done. I was on my phone on itch.io and I went to my feed tab and I saw a review for a game called Moosh's Kitchen. Moosh's Kitchen is a game by Omogonix, a game that has made other games like, well, Moosh's Kitchen. This game is for you. A lot of games played by big YouTubers, but I think you mostly know him for Moosh's Kitchen. Anyways, the review was made by Comet Bomb Games, another game developer who seems pretty chill. But anyways, the review is 1 star out of 5. And instead of it being criticism about the game, it just reads as, "You're a creep." I'm being confused. I go to the latest Comet Bomb Games community post and I ask, why did he post that? And he said, "You can see our Twitter, but simply, that dude was dating a minor." I wouldn't say much more than that. So I looked at his Twitter and, well, sent me to this document. And if you haven't catch the vibe already, viewer discretion advised, because what this man has done to his victims is horrible. I'm about to talk about child pedophilia. LilStudios found out about some Omogonix games back in 2022 to 2023. Specifically, This Game Is For You series, a pretty meta game. In 2025, he fully found out about Omogonix, about how he made the game, and sent him a fan letter. I recently just rediscovered one of your older games. This Game Is For You. Games played by Mainly and the game Salmon. Again, like 3 or 4 days ago. I remember being a bit interested in your characters and game style before when I was a lot younger, but didn't pay too much attention to it until currently. All I wanted to say is that you did such a good job. Your games, style, and lore really inspires me a lot, and I hope to see more of your content in the future. Lil decided to make a fan art for his games, specifically Bunny, a character Omo uses, and one day, Lil joined Omogonix server as the name Bunny's #1 fan, and set a custom shimji. One day, Omogonix responded, "Aw, do you think you can send me it? I'd love to test it out. I can see if I can. I have to make all of the sprites in a separate folder." Omogonix would keep talking to Lil, and he even gave early tests of Moosh's Kitchen Reheated, but then that's where the creepy messages began. Omo wanted to call him and LilStudios brother and sister, and then he started talking about her body. He kept asking about her thighs and her legs, and kept asking if her thighs have been getting bigger. Weird questions about her body. LilStudios responded with very plain answers like no or yes, not detailed, which gladly she shouldn't. And he kept asking this creepy stuff. He would also drama dump about his family and about how they argue. I think you can even hear some of the family argue in the background from the famous Moosh's Kitchen song. My boy. These are tactics that groomers use, as explained in the document. He has also been telling her about horse racing and how he's a big horse racer gambler. I don't know how to really phrase that, but I'll just say gambler. He even made a test game about a horse in his donation website, so that could be connection, but I don't know, that's just speculation. The good thing is that LilStudios was cautious and knew that it was weird, but not fully. She didn't know if she should have told her friends or not, but once someone else was trying to make a document about him, and she knew that her family was right about him. There's some images of the person talking about Omogonix, and the other user not believing the person. Now let's talk about Anon. Before I talk about Anon's experience, I need to tell you that this lasted 2 years. Now, seeing how LilStudios Experience lasted like a month, and by the looks of it, he already sent creepy messages by like a month. We're gonna see how creepy the messages will be when it gets to like 2 years. It seems like he has a big thigh fetish. Now, asking someone this is already creepy enough, but just asking this to a minor is just fucking disturbing. And the amount of times he's done this is absurd. He just kept talking about thighs over and over again. Kept asking if he can lay on her thighs like pillows. What the fuck? I hate how I supported this guy for like, I think a year. This is just disgusting on another level. And since they were both game devs, they both try out each other's games. And Omogonix would hate the criticism he gets about his own game, and would even have a weird outburst. And Omogonix would do another guilt trip method groomers use, where they say they will hurt themselves or hate themselves to make the victims feel bad. Omogonix would refer to her as babe instead of the brother and sister thing he would do with the other person. The guilt tripping wouldn't be working though, as Red would be worried about Omo. And Omogonix knew that he was wrong. This would be happening for 2 years, as I mentioned before. And finally, Red has finally cut contact with Omogonix altogether. This section is pretty small, but I think I should mention it. Omogonix has a lot of personal statements, and it state in the document that he has a thing for calling underage girls sisters or even moms, which is obviously really weird and disgusting. And there's also a quote here that says, not to mention also saying that you'll be a great mom. This guy is actually like terrible. Omo also wants to really live with his victims, which is very disturbing. LilStudios on the 21st of June cut contact with Omogonix, specifically on Twitter. Omogonix tried to reach out to her by saying, "I'm sorry if I ever said anything wrong to you. We don't have to talk anymore. I just wanted to say that I'm not a predator. I'm sorry." And he got called out. LilStudios sent a bunch of messages to make Omogonix feel ashamed about himself, which is truthfully right. And that's the end. I'm gonna ban her from the server. And even some people knew about Omogonix's actions in the server, specifically some moderators. I think one moderator, I don't have the document pulled up. You might be already gonna spam the server or do any harassment to him, but don't. In this document, it explains what you should do to not support him. Do not play any of his games. Don't give him money. Do not engage with his posts and socials. And definitely do not be his friend, especially if you are a minor. Just do not support him at all. Please report and block Omo, but I do not want anyone harassing him, of course, to not cause any further problems and fights. Please do this and either spread, well, not like, hold on, like, don't, like, do what the document says and not, like, don't harass him. That's what I meant. I phrased that a bit wrong. Yeah, please spread the video though, and or the document. But I highly suggest the document. And if you still support him, think it's fake news, then honestly, don't tell anyone. Just don't tell anyone like you support him and think it's fake. I won't try to make you change your mind. You know, there is clear evidence. If you think it's edited or anything like that, then don't say anything. You'll make it worse. Even if you think it's fake, think about if it was real. Think about the victims that might have went through this. If you don't support him, don't harass him. If you support him, then don't harass the victims. I really wish that this guy didn't do this. I wish it was fake news, but sadly it isn't. Thank you for sticking to the end, and stay safe.